Today, we're just going to get right into it as I do my best to do something you guys have been begging me to do again. That's right, I'm reviewing another book. And today's book is titled Just a Fling by Catherine Grace. And I think you guys are going to love it. It's perfectly coming out today for the spring flings out there or for the summer flings. Hi, I'm your host, Chris Humphrey. And for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm just another talking head on the internet giving you my opinion because I think you'll value it or hopefully you value me. But I just want you to go out there and read more, watch more, and listen more in the world. Today's book, Just a Fling, it was a treat to read, and it comes out today, April 5th. If you haven't already gone out there, get it wherever you can, Amazon, NetGalley, wherever you can get a book, get it because you're going to like it. The plot is simple. It is very simple in the fact that a lovely lady goes to England. She gets a romance with a little bit of an older guy. Things happen in life where a man can't forget his past because he's too stupid and he can't overcome and let things grow. They don't end up together. She goes back to US sad. He stays in England sad because he's not willing to move on and forget. But fate finds them back together as he ends up in the US, and there she is, plugging away at her work and doing so well as an attorney that she meets up with him again. And these set of circumstances set off what the book is about. It's funny, it's charming, if you're into romance books, it's going to be your cup of tea. Now, I know I'm just another man reviewing romance. My opinion doesn't matter, and you're probably right, it doesn't. But if you know anything about me, I like books of all genres, so I gave it a go when my publisher gave me this book to review. Now, I'm going to tell you what you're going to like, I'm going to tell you what you're not going to like. We're going to start now with what you're going to like because I think it's important that Miss Grace hears what I have to say about it. She does a phenomenal job at building tension. Uh, and when I mean tension, I mean sexual tension in specific throughout the first bit of the book. And that's the whole point, I guess. Romance, you got a boy meets girl, girl meets boy. You got a tale as old as time, right? Are they, will they, won't they? That's the question. But she does a good job of making you want to read more because the tension is there. And that's hard to do because I believe this is her debut novel. Uh, and that's hard to do. Most writers forget to build that tension, especially in romance, right? She teases you and she builds that tension from the beginning to the very end. Great job. And I know it doesn't matter, but she does an excellent job about building that tension. And I think that's what you're going to like. And I just have to ask her if I ever do her partners call her a tease? Because she does a good job at teasing you in this book. You feel like, oh my God, no, oh, oh my God. That's what you feel like when you're watching this. You are reading this, sorry. You're reading it and you're going, oh, yeah, no, it's going to happen. And then, no, she does something each chapter, and she builds off of that relationship between Dawn and Callan, the two co-leads, I guess you would say, in this book. Um, don't go in there expecting Shakespeare or Pride and Prejudice, that type of book. Please don't. It's a debut novelist, so you have to go in there with a little bit more of an open mind. And it's an erotic romance novel with within the likes of like Colleen Hoover or Emily Henry. If you like those two writers, you're going to love this book, and that's what it's about. Is building that tension so far. Um, I also like the fact that she used a woman that is compared to society that's very tall. Generally, women, if you go by the average what height in countries, In Brazil, I think is like 5'4". Canada, it's like 5'6", 5'7". It's nice to see somebody, uh, a woman, um, protagonist and antagonist, because she's both in this. When you read it, you'll know what I mean. Be tall and potentially be a basketball star. You don't get that on a lot of books. You don't get that on a lot of romance. So it was interesting to see the dynamic in there. I'd have to ask Miss Grace if she's over 6 feet tall, because maybe she is, and you know what they say about writing: write what you know. But she does a great job at that. She also does a good job at describing things, like describing places and people, and the people's mannerisms when they're on a video call, or when they're trying to tell somebody to shut up, or they're saying the word brill. Yeah, she uses a lot of British terms, like punting. I had to laugh uh, at those parts, but she does a good job at describing things in the acts. And that's very hard to do for a debut novelist, especially a romance um, novelist. What you're not going to like, what some people aren't going to like, especially if you're not a romance fan, is it can be very cheesy. Now, that's just a product of romance, personally. There, right? Not even Nicholas Sparks could overcome all that cheesiness in all his writing, but that's his bread and butter, is being cheesy. So some people aren't going to like the dialogue, and the plot is just a romance novel. I didn't care. I didn't care that those people that told me that they didn't like those parts, because it just tells me they haven't grown with it. And what you want to see in a debut novelist is you want to see that each page and each chapter they get better. And she does, right? You see certain mistakes where she starts the same four sentences in a row with the same word. She does it once. I don't remember seeing it throughout the book again. One time she had to do it again, but it was because she was describing something in particular. But no, she got better each page, and that was a big win uh, for her and for me to read, because each book had wanted me to read more. Right? I remember reading it on my lovely Amazon tablet, my Kindle, and reading it and going, okay, and turning to my wife, I know you want to do something, but give me a second. I gotta just read another chapter. And that's a good thing. You want that when you read uh, books, especially debut novelists. I couldn't put it down. I was reading almost 7 chapters at a time, which is a lot for me, because I usually do one chapter at a time. And it's because she built her world with Jane and Dawn and Gemma and Callan. She did a good job at making you want to read them. She did a good job at doing the finer details of making love as well. And that was interesting. My wife could sit beside me and hear me giggle, and she just know I'm reading another part out. That's pretty funny. My only bone to pick is I don't know any man that's muscly, 6'4", Nordic looking, British looking, whatever she described him as, muscly, with big forearms and still nerdy and wearing a Star Wars shirt. I don't know. I wear Star Wars shirts, and I'm not that good looking. So, that's my only bone to pick. But I'm joking, of course, because I know it's part of the cliche and the writing, because everybody wants. And if her partner is like this at all, I'm gonna laugh, and I'll apologize. There, way to make all us other Star Wars nerds look like slobs in comparison. But no, she did a good job. And then I really picked up in chapter 13 when she honored us Humphreys. That's right. There's a Professor Humphrey in there. It's the only thing I'm going to spoil. And when I saw it, I quickly had to show my wife, look, I made it into a book. All right. As Humphreys are moving up in the world. But all joking aside, it got better each book. And then when you find out what Callan's past was and his pain, you go, okay, it makes sense, but still stupid. Why do we always, as humans in general, if we want to get down to it, why do we always bring our past into the new relationships? We shouldn't. It's part of the process, and in this book she deals with it. She does a great job. Now I'm just going to speak to Miss Grace personally. If you ever do see this review or read it, I want you to know you should be very proud of this book. For a first book, it kept me intrigued, and for a romance book, which I normally don't read, I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I laughed. I laughed at the British words that you put in there. I laughed at the charm, the grins, and the way you described your characters and your world. Very good. All right. Uh, keep writing, please do. I look forward to your next book. I believe you put it on your website as Just This Once. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of another writer, and I'm hoping it's you. But please keep writing. Fantastic job uh, building and getting there. Now, I usually give a score at the end of the videos, and that's what you guys down below wait for, and that's what you guys like to argue with me down below, and that's what I want you guys to do. I'm going to be a little more lenient because it is her first novel, and I thought she progressively got better, and that's what you want in a book. Don't go out there expecting it to be like The Art of War right away, and it's like the perfect book. Don't. Go out there with understanding it's a romance novel, it's a meet cute book where people get together, fall apart, and then try and get back together again. But people can be very stupid, and that's what she does. She makes it feel like I could be in here falling in love. I could probably play Kurt if there was ever a movie. That's who I'd probably be in there. But she did a great job. I'm going to give her a 7.5 out of 10. It's a good read. It's good for spring. It's good for summer. It's not perfect by all means, but it's close. And you can see where I rank it at the top books that I've read so far this year. You can see I haven't read many books, but to my fans and to everybody asking me, I promise you I'm going to review more books. I'm probably going to try and do one book a week because my publisher signed me up for something that uh, I can actually get access to brand new books that come out. So you're probably going to see books that come out a little further down the line, May, June. But please go out there and read Catherine Grace's new book, brand new spanking novel called Just a Fling, releases to shelves today. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you. Let me know what you think of the book when you finally read it down below. Let me know what you think of me down below too, because I love your opinion. And if I don't see you guys again, you know what I'm going to say. Good to Morgan, good to Ogden, and good to knock. Producer, play my music. Ciao, guys.